Hi, my name is Benedict Dungo and I'm going to do laboratory exercise number 004, Inter-VLAN Routing. Lab, configuring 802.1q trunk-based inter-VLAN routing. Network topology, using a Cisco 1941 router, R1, and two switches, Cisco 2960, and two PCs. Address table, shown here: device interface, IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. Switch port assignment specification for ports, assignment, and network. Objectives. Part 1. Build the network and configure basic device setting. Part 2. Configure switches with VLAN and trunking. Part 3. Configure trunking-based inter-VLAN routing. Background scenario. A second method of providing routing and connectivity for multiple VLANs is through a use of an 802.1q trunk between one or more switches and a single router interface. This method is also known as a router on a stick inter-VLAN routing. In this method, the physical router interface is divided into multiple sub-interfaces that provide logical pathways to all VLANs connected. In this lab, you will configure trunk-based inter-VLAN routing and verify connectivity to hosts on different VLANs as well as with a loopback on the router. Note, this lab provides minimal assistance with actual commands necessary to configure trunk-based inter-VLAN routing. However, the required configuration commands are provided in the answer. Note, router used with CCNA hands-on lab are Cisco 1941 Integrated Service Routers, ISRs, with Cisco iOS Release 15.24 M3 Universal 9 image. The switch used are Cisco Catalyst 2960s with Cisco iOS Release 15.02 LabSec 9 image. Other routers, switches, and Cisco iOS version can be used. Depending on the model of the Cisco iOS version, the command available and output produced might vary. From what is shown in the labs, refer to the router interface summary table at the end of the lab for the correct interface identifiers. Note, make sure the router and switches have been erased and no startup configurations. For live laboratory simulation, the required resources, we don't have to read this because we are using a software simulation. Required resources is one laptop or desktop with Cisco Packet Tracer software. This one. Part 1. Build the network and configure basic device setting. In Part 1, you will set up the network topology, configure basic setting on the PC host, switches, and router. Okay, step 1. Cable the network as shown on the topology. Okay, we will use this, the switch port assignment specs. Okay. First, we need a 1941 router, 2960 switches, and two PCs. Now, let's move it a little bit here. Okay, so you can see the ports. Okay, are right here. So We'll be using a G101 to switch port A01, connecting the switch to fast Ethernet 6 to fast Ethernet 0 and fast Ethernet 18 to fast Ethernet 0. Okay, we'll be connected the two switches with copper crossover, FO5 to FO1. Okay. Now we already configure we already land all the switches. Let's change the sign names. This is R1. This is S1. Let's move the name. Okay, we can see. This is S2. Okay, this is PCA. And this is PC-B. Okay. Okay, and color selection, yellow. Okay. Here. Okay. Then we write right 801.1 Q VLAN trunk. Okay. Okay. There you go. We already did the topology. Okay, next question. Configure the PC host. Okay, let's go. PCA. Okay, let's go to desktop and IP configuration. PCA. Okay. PCA IP address 192.168.100.3, subnet mask 255.255.0, and the gateway, default gateway is 192.168.100.1. And close. Then we will do that to PCB. Okay. IP address 192.168.200.3, subnet mask 2.255.255.255.0. Default gateway is 192.168.200.1. Okay. Alright, we close that. The next step is initialize and reload the router and switches if necessary, as necessary. Okay, configure step 4, configure basic setting for router and switches. Okay. We go to the router first. I know, and enter. So we go to enable config t, then we type hostname r1, then no IP domain lookup, disabling the DNS lookup. Then we will configure the exec mode password. So enable secret class, and after that we'll do the configure the message of the day banner MOTD G and star signs, then 3 authorized access only. Here. Okay, and after that, after we configure the banner, we will configure the console password. Then we'll do is line console 0 password Cisco login exit. Then we'll configure the password for the virtual terminal line. So line VTY04 password Cisco login synchronous login and exit. After that, do this command in the router or switches, encrypt all passwords so that even hackers cannot use or copy and paste. So last one is service password encryption. Okay, enter, exit, and copy, run, start to save. Enter. Okay, now we will configure the switches. We will start with switch 1, S1. Okay. We'll do everything again from the start. So enter, enable, go to config t, host name S1, then we'll disable the DNS lookup, no IP domain lookup, and we will configure the exec mode password, enable secret class, and then we will do the banner of the day, message of the banner of the day, banner MOTDN star 1 2 3 authorized access only, 3 and stars. Enter N. And after doing the banner, we're gonna do configure the console password, line console 0 password Cisco login exit. Then we will configure the password for virtual terminal lines. Line VTY04 password Cisco login synchronous there login exit. Then we will encrypt all the passwords. So service password dash encryption. Enter and exit, and copy, run, start to save. There we go. Then we'll go to switch 2, do it over again. Okay, shall I? Okay, enable config t host name s2. Then disable the DNS lookup. No IP domain lookup. Then the exec mode password. Enable secret class. And we're gonna configure the message of the day banner MOTD and okay. Hold on, we're gonna pause it for a while. After doing the banner message banner of the day, we will configure the console password. Line console 0. Enter, then password Cisco login exit, and we will do the configure the password for the virtual terminal line VTY04 password Cisco login synchronous login exit. And now we will encrypt all the password, service password hash encryption, enter, exit, and copy, run, start to save. Oh, copy, run, start. Okay, there you go. Okay, after we save all our configurations, step 5. Configure basic setting for the router. Same done with the switches. Don't forget, enable the ports that need to be configured using no shutdown and save your configuration. Okay, now we go to part 2. Configure switches with VLAN and trunking. Okay, in part 2, you'll configure the switches with VLAN and trunking. Step 1. Configure VLANs on S1. A. On S1, configure VLANs and name listed in the switch port assigned specification table. Write the command on the use space provided. B. On S1, configure the interface connected to R1 as a trunk. Also configure the interface connected to S2 as trunk. Write the command you use in the space provided. And letter C. Okay. Letter C. Okay. Okay, C. On S1, assign the access port for PCA to VLAN 10. Write the command use space. Okay, let's go to S1. Okay, the first one, actually the answers are here. We'll just have to put it there. This is for S1. Okay. So that's for switch 1. We'll do that first. Config T. Then VLAN 10. Enter. Name students. Enter. Then VLAN 20. Name faculty. Enter, exit. Okay. Now, for B, on S1, configure the interface connect the R1 on a trunk as a trunk and configure interface S2 as a trunk. Okay. 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 Switch 1. Okay, we'll go to interface F01. Enter. Switch port mode trunk. Enter. No shutdown. Or exit. Then we'll do S2 as a trunk. So interface F05 switch port mode trunk, no shutdown. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Line up protocol interface 5 interface line. Okay. So switch port trunk, then no shutdown. Enter exit. Okay. The next one, on S1, assign the access port PCA to VLAN 10, write the command space. Okay. Okay. There you go. S1. Then we go to interface. Okay, interface F06. Then switch port mode access. Then switch port access VLAN 10. There you go. And exit. Exit. Okay. Okay. Now we put the IP address for VLAN 1. So what we do is okay, interface VLAN 1. Okay, IP address 192.168.1.11, submask 255.255.255.0. Enter. Okay, no shutdown. No shutdown. Enter. There, exit. Exit. Right. And save. And okay. Alright, that's what how we already configure. Okay, switch 1. Then we go to switch 2. Okay. S2. It says here, on S2, configure VLAN and name listed as switch port, assign specific table. B, assign verify the VLAN name and number match those on S1. Write the command you use in the space provided. Actually, this one show the answer is show VLAN brief. Then on S2, assign an access port for PCB to VLAN 20. And on S2, configure the interface connect S1 as a trunk. Okay? Okay, this is the first one. Okay, let's go to S2. Okay, enter. Password is Cisco. Enable flash. Okay, and then we go to config T and we write VLAN 10, name students, VLAN 20, name faculty. Enter and exit. Okay, then to answer B, show verify the VLAN name and number match those S1 right command space. So okay, we'll go to exit, then show VLAN brief. Okay, see, there you go. VLAN 1 default and VLAN 10 students right there. VLAN 20 as faculty. Okay, then the next one is on S2 assign access port for PB to VLAN 20. Okay, okay, we'll do that. So config T, then we'll go to interface F018. Then we're gonna switch port mode access, then switch port access VLAN 20. Enter. No shutdown. Exit. Okay. Okay, the next question now is on S2 verify the VLAN name. Okay. Next, letter D. On S2 configure the interface connected to S1 as a trunk. Okay. 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 And switch to figure interface F01. Enter. Switch port mode trunk. Enter. No shutdown. enter exit. And then after that, we'll assign the VLAN IP address. Okay, so interface VLAN1 IP address 19. Okay. Okay. IP address 192.168.1.12 255.255.255.0. Okay, enter, no shutdown. Okay, so up, then exit. Oops, exit. Then write man to save. Okay, we just finished configuring switch 2. Now we go to the router. Part 3, configure trunk-based inter-VLAN routing. In Part 3, you will configure R1 to route multiple VLAN by creating sub-interfaces for each VLAN. This method of inter-VLAN routing is called router on a stick. Note, disregard commands for Part 3 are provided in Appendix A. Test your knowledge by trying to configure trunk-based router on the stick inter-VLAN routing without referring to the appendix. Okay. So, step 1, configure sub-interface VLAN 1. Create a sub-interface on R1G 0-1 for VLAN 1 using one sub-interface ID write command provided. Okay. Okay, this is paste. Okay, this is for isolation. Configure the sub-interface for VLAN 1. Write a command provided. And configure the sub-interface to IP address for the table, address table, write the command. Okay. Okay. Let's do the step 1 for R1. Enter Cisco, enable password class. Okay. First thing we do is config T, then interface G 0-1.1, enter sub if, then we put the encapsulation dot 1q space 1, enter, and IP address is 192.168.1.1 and 255.255.255.0, and enter. Okay, exit. Okay, now shut down, exit. Okay, the next one is, says here, configure the sub interface for VLAN 10. Okay, A, create a sub interface for R1 GO/1 for VLAN 10 using 10 as a sub interface. Configure the sub interface to operate on VLAN 10. And C, configure a sub interface with IP address from the address table. Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll do that. So we go to config T interface G0-1.10, enter. Oops. Okay. Okay. So interface G0-1.10. I have an error. Ah, that's why it's not working. I'm in S2. I need to be in R on the router. Okay, there you go. That's why. Okay, interface G0-1.10. Okay, enter. Then encapsulation dot 1Q10. Enter IP address. IP address is 192.168.100.1, 255.255.255.0. Then enter. No, shut down. So exit. Okay, there you go. Then step 3 is configure sub interface for VLAN 20. Okay, let's do it now first before we transfer it. So it will be interface G0-1.20, enter encapsulation encapsulation dot 1q 20, enter IP address 192.168.200.1 255.255.255.0, enter, exit. Okay. Paste. Then configure the sub interface or okay. Paste. Yeah. Interface. Okay. And the next one is encapsulation. Paste. And the sub okay. Okay. Now, before we enable the G01 interface, let's go to router. We need to enable the interface for loopback 0. So what we're gonna do is interface loopback 0, then okay, interface loopback 0, then IP address 20. What's the IP address again? Let's see. Okay. The loop is 209.165.200.225. Subnet mask is 255.255.255.224. Enter. No shutdown. Exit. Okay, there you go. Now for the last question. Is enable G1 interface, write the command used to provide. Okay, now we're gonna do is R1 is interface G0-1, enter, No shutdown. There you go. Let's verify. Okay. Okay. Interface Gigabyte Ethernet 01 stated up. Uh, interface Gigabyte 0.0-1.1 changes up. Gigabyte Internet 0-1.10 changes up. Gigabyte 0-1.20 changes up. Okay, everything is order. Now step 5, verify connectivity. So for enter the command view routing table R1, what network are listed. So the network that are listed are uh, Gigabyte, uh, okay, Gigabyte Internet 0-1, Gigabyte Internet 0-1.1, Gigabyte Internet 0-1.10, and Gigabyte Internet 0-1.20, and they are all up. Okay, from PCA, is it possible to ping the default gateway of VLAN 10? Okay, let's see. Let's go to PCA, command prompt. What is the default gateway of VLAN 10? Okay, VLAN 10, default gateway. Okay, let's ping 192.168.100 point 0. Okay, timeout, reply. Okay, it's working. The ping is on. Okay, okay, it's yes, you can ping. Now, what's the next one? Okay, from PCA, is it possible to ping PCB? Ping, let's, B. Okay, B is 192.168.200.3. See if we can ping it. Timeout. Yes, it's pinging. The next one is from PCA, is it possible to ping LO0? So let's ping 209.165.200.2.225. Let's ping. Yes, it's pinging. The answer is yes. And the last one is uh, from PCA, is it possible to ping S2? Okay, let's ping. Uh, it's 192.168.1.12. Enter. Okay. Okay, timeout, timeout. Okay, everything is yes. So that concludes our laboratory exercise 004. Thank you very much.